So as most of you know, you've been watching my previous vlogs. I am staying in a studio stateroom on the Norwegian Epic. It's built for one guest, so it's pretty small, so it shouldn't take too long to do a quick little tour for you. So let's get started. Alright, of course you have your door. Pretty standard on any cruise now is you have the light switch where you have to put a card in for the lights to actually be activated. You don't have to use your room key. You can use really anything that's in your wallet. I wouldn't recommend using a credit card, of course, but you can if you wanted to. There's that, and then also we have our light switches, stuff like that. This is actually for the mood lighting, which is up. I'll show you here in just a second. My room is 11,567, so I'm on the back of the ship here. One of the biggest issues I've had with this ship is it doesn't have elevators in the middle of the ship. It shows them on here, but there is actually none mid-ship. It's at the back of the ship and the front of the ship, so lots of walking, especially if you're going to eat and stuff like that. All that's at the front. But anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm at the back of the ship. Of course, pretty standard on any cruise. You have your AC unit. I always keep mine at the very coldest temperature as much as I possibly can. This here is actually a knob for the window, the porthole that you have if you are in a studio stateroom. It's not, it is a window, but it's not an actual window where you can see out and everything like that. Just kind of gives you that light if you want to open, you know, the blinds in the middle of the night or whatever. But this switch over here, this knob, actually changes the direction that the blinds are. So if you wanted them open to have more light, or completely closed, I have mine completely closed so it doesn't bring any light in. I also keep the porthole shut. Pretty pointless, but it does add to the theming of the room. Kind of gives you feel like you do have a porthole. There is padding all the way around, so it's very contemporary, very modern. A bed. It's a pretty large bed. It makes to a king-size bed that you would see in any regular stateroom, but of course it's for one person. Up there at the back of the head area you have a book nook, I guess you can call it. Has little reading lamps that you can turn on, and you can also store your stuff in there. I put my phone in there last night and stuff like that. Definitely, if you are going to stay in a studio stateroom, bring an extension cord. I always bring one anyway, but to those that have not cruised, the plug-in is actually over there, so it kind of doesn't reach, and if you like to have your phone with you, which I do. Over here we have more light switches. So you have this one that turns on the mood lighting, which was what I was talking about. It has mood lighting, and you can actually change the color of this. So this here, you can actually have this fluctuate. This makes the colors fluctuate, and you kind of see it on the side there. It'll start turning pink, and then it'll go blue, and then right back to white or yellowish white and stuff like that. You can change it by 3 different settings. So you can hit the little moon. That's a more bluish tone, purple tone. You can hit the heart for, I believe it's red and pink. Yellow, or the sun, which is what I have it on, which is basically just a regular light, and of course you can have it cycle with that light there. Up here you have your books and trade winds, which is the Norwegian's shopping center that's on the ship and stuff like that, so little books. Now this is the storage and the TV area and everything in this aspect, and I'll show you inside here in just a second. Kind of a design flaw that personally for me is there's no drawers anywhere in this stateroom. There's actually one though, but it's for a trash can. I'll show you that here in just a second. But I personally feel like the bench area was a waste of space. I think they could have used a little nook to put stuff on, but underneath I think they should have installed drawers, because the table itself, I mean, you don't have that much space, so when you pull it out, you're kind of stuck right there. I mean, really, what do you need a workspace for anyway? But that's just me. To me, that's a design flaw. Over here is the storage. I'm actually not even using this for storage. Oops. It does have, the safe and the life jackets there at the bottom, but I'm actually not using this one because it's actually kind of it's hard to get to. So a design flaw to me, that's kind of wasted space. Up here, I have a storage unit. If I can shut this door, there we go. So currently I put my shoes and stuff in there, and they also put the bag thing that you put your bag on from the bed up inside there. Like I said, the TV, the little Nook reading area, and then this is the storage that I've used for all my stuff. I put my pants and stuff there, my necessities right there, and then my shirts up above. It does slide, so it doesn't take any of your space up. So the sink area, you do have storage underneath here, so just basic storage. Of course, the sink area, you have your soap and some other kind of thing if you want to put some more soap on or something like that, your glass. And then I was telling you, the only drawer is the actual trash can. So there's no drawer in here. Sorry for my dirty clothes on the ground, but the only drawer in here is for trash. Storage here, I put my bathing suit and my night stuff in that I use, towels, and then little storage cubbies that go all the way up. I have up here at the top. I put my camera stuff here, and just some pills and necessities and stuff like that. So going around, we have this shower. It's actually a very large shower. The only thing I didn't like about it was probably two design flaws. Is when you turn on the water, who wants to be freezing when you turn on the water? It sprays right down on top of you, so I actually take it off and hold it while it warms up. And then the glass door, it's really hard to shut. I kind of felt like I was breaking it when I was actually trying to take a shower. So, of course, there's a window, or a mirror, I'm sorry. Hi. It's actually a connecting stateroom. They have a lot of people that will connect, business people and stuff like that. So that allows them to connect. Now there are other rooms that do not have connecting doors. I tried to find one without a connecting door, but there were none left. So over here you have your bathroom, which has the door, and the light comes on when you open the door. Pretty standard bathroom. Not much to say. No design to it at all. So that is basically the studio stateroom. I'll kind of give you one more shot of it. So I highly recommend them if you're a solo traveler, or even if you're with people. It's a lot of fun to have your own space, knowing that you can sleep the way you want, sleep as long as you want. You can have a dirty room or a clean room, and nobody can, question you and stuff like that.